Hey guys, we are here at Samsung Unpacked where they just announced a bunch of new phones actually. We've got the Galaxy S20 series where we also saw the S20 Ultra, but maybe most interestingly, Samsung just introduced the Galaxy Z Flip. And the Z Flip is basically a reaction to the Moto Razr, although it came out around the same time, so they were probably working on it for quite a while. But it's actually Samsung's first foldable phone with ultra-thin glass. That's probably the most interesting and most important part of this phone, because that means that it actually feels like a smartphone when you're using it. It doesn't feel like you're just tapping on plastic. It's not gonna scratch as easily. I've got a video on ultra-thin glass if you wanna check that out over on the YouTube channel, so make sure you hit that button. Now the Galaxy Z Flip has a 21.9:9 aspect ratio, which definitely means it's pretty tall. It's like this candy bar style phone, but it closes to turn into this little square. You've got this little 1.1-inch display on the front here, which shows different things like the time. It can show notifications, it can show information that scrolls on by. And I was a little bit worried when I saw this phone in renders and stuff like that it was going to feel cheap, because a lot of foldables currently feel kind of cheap, but the Galaxy Z Flip actually feels really, really premium. You've got that same metal contoured edges that you've got on the mainline Galaxy series phones, and it's really nice to see that level of quality in a foldable form factor. Now, the Galaxy Z Flip has two cameras on the back, so you can take photos like you normally can. Unfortunately, there's no telephoto lens. There's only a wide and an ultra wide. And on the front, you've got that same punch hole display that we saw in the Galaxy Note 10, and as well as the Galaxy S20 series. Now, this isn't a flagship of flagships, so it's not running the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 that we saw in the Galaxy S20 series, but it is running a Snapdragon 855 Plus. So it is pretty much the second best processor that you can get in a phone right now. And I'm pretty sure that they did this because they didn't want to make it really, really expensive, kind of like the Moto Razr is. This is actually cheaper than the Moto Razr, which is really surprising because it feels a lot higher quality than the Moto Razr overall. It's made of metal, it's using this ultra thin glass instead of the plastic that the Moto Razr is using, and overall it's just a really high quality product. Other than those core specs, it's got 8 GB of RAM, it's got 256 GB of UFS 3.0 storage. It's pretty much a flagship smartphone from last year, mostly due to that processor. But when you compare it to the Motorola Razr, it's a lot more phone for a little bit less price. So while you can't really use the phone while it's closed, except for that small little display there, which I actually kind of like, because personally I don't want to be able to use my phone while it's closed, it does have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, so you can use that to open the device and immediately unlock it. So that's really nice to see as well. You're probably wondering what the functionality of a candy bar style foldable phone is, and I was kind of wondering that myself. Obviously, a phone that folds in half is going to be easier to fit in some pockets, some purses, women's pants maybe, because usually those pockets are not very big. But there's also some other functionality that Samsung has put in this phone. So when you have it half open, there are some apps that will run half in the top and half in the bottom, like video chat apps. You can record yourself, you can text with the display in the top and the bottom kind of separated. And it doesn't seem super functional. I think that app developers are probably going to have to come up with reasons to kind of fulfill this form factor, because currently, in my opinion, having a phone that is normal sized and then opens up into a huge phone is kind of more functional than having a regular sized phone that closes down into a small phone. Samsung's also completely redesigned the hinge in this thing, so when you close it, it's this nice tactile tap. It doesn't really feel cheap. It feels like they've really, really well designed this thing. Also, they said that they've reinforced it with these special fibers to stop dust and other things from getting in the display, because obviously we've seen in the past, Samsung and the Galaxy Fold didn't have the best display when it first launched. So if you want to get a Galaxy Z Flip of your own, you can get it for $1,390 on Valentine's Day. Surprisingly, this thing is going for sale very, very soon. That's just 3 days from today. So if you want to learn more about the Galaxy Z Flip from Samsung, make sure you go over to Android Authority. We've got all the specs over there for you if you didn't get enough from this video. Also, make sure you stay tuned for our Galaxy S20 coverage as well, because we've got that and a lot more over at the website. So until next time, I'll catch you in the next video.